Wild strong, huh? That's what your man's told us. He wild strong. Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. In this battle, Irving Plaza, that boy was wild mid. Wild mid. Shout out my brother Deadass Talk. URL homecoming. This is the recap. We had Swamp versus Lou Castro go down yesterday. And first and foremost, when I did the prediction for this, I said, is this battle happening a little bit too late? Like, what do they have to actually talk about each other? Oh, you got your push on the URL before I did. Now look where I'm at now. Man, listen. So I got some notes. But let me give you a quick summary. Lou Castro, sir, what the hell was you talking about? You was mad. You spent the whole round telling us that this man had a job, that he was cutting grass. Oh, so much so. Here's your bar. You said caught Swamp planting flowers. Now he pushing up daisies. Boy, if you think we ain't never heard a flower scheme before, come on, son. This wasn't it. This was not it. He said gun to the back of his head. He watching clips on a plane. You got your heart broke. He said, you got heart, bro. I scan page like a barcode. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. And then I'm gonna tell you, Lou Castro, why this battle started off on the wrong foot. It should have been Shotgun Suge kicking off the night. Everybody was anticipating Shotgun Suge kicking off the night. But then
you've been advocating
wild mid bars. Boy, you ain't have no momentum. By the end of that first round, you knew what was up. That boy Swamp did not look worried. He didn't look flustered. He didn't look nothing but composed the whole time. Low key, he reminded me of Goods. He walking on stage, got the cup. You know what I'm saying? He drinking the cup. He got his little out here smoking cigarettes on stage. I ain't gonna lie to you. That first round, it got dark for you, Lou Castro. Yeah, you supposed to set the pace, but you did a horrible job at that. I ain't about to sit here and hold you. Swamp wild on you in that first round. Like really wild on you in that first round. Last time I had to battle an Arsenal, this time I brought one. Y'all think Louis Armstrong, I think he would get the blues. He brought up the Jade angle because you know what I'm saying, Lou Castro and Jade, they had a little whatever, and Jade ain't been seen from since. He ran her out of battle rap. First I was home alone, had to turn my crib into a trap. Crazy. You knew what we was doing to big dogs. We give them scraps. But here's the thing. So you know my whole rule when it comes to battle rap. What is my rule when it comes to choking?
That round, you gotta throw that round go to the other person.
But how do you do that when Swamp clearly beat this nigga in the first two rounds? First, second, third.
Hold on.
He choked, but here's the thing: Swamp choked in the first, so there was a heckler, and this seems to be the theme of the whole night. New York. This is why don't nobody want to go to New York and watch battles in New York. This is exactly why.
Homecoming one wasn't like this though.
Pay all that money, y'all stand in line like it's a Jordan 11 released in the early 2000s. I seen you out there with foldable chairs, foldable tents, all type of blankets. I think I seen somebody selling hot cocoa and donuts for $1.50. You do all of that, then you get to the venue and you want to troll, you want to heckle, like it's okay if you want to boo, but to be trolling, to become a disruption to the battlers, that's where Swamp, for me, that's where he lost his points, because once that troll was able to see Swamp get flustered, it was to the ceiling, and Swamp was not able to just address the troll and get back to the raps. It was like he had a haymaker, he heard the troll, he tried to address the troll, and then the troll made him choke. So I don't know how you call that, but it was 1-0 clear, it was 2-0 clear, but then you had the troll in the first, troll in the second, troll in the third. Lou Castro had nothing.
All right, so, but at this point though, right? Say devil's advocate. You're a professional. We always say like crowd reactions, all that stuff might throw you off where people may choke because of the crowd reactions or a heckler or a troll, somebody grabbing you. But as a professional battle rapper, you're supposed to be able to not let that distract you. So even though I get what you're saying, it still happened. So I still had to hold him accountable, right? all I'm gonna say, what I heard about this just wasn't a good battle overall. I've seen Swamp 2-1, I've seen Luke Castro 2, but I also seen people saying this wasn't it.
It wasn't
This battle wasn't
because after the first round, it felt like the energy was down, especially for Luke Castro. Once you can tell your material not gonna go off in the room, and this I don't know if it was for New York battlers. Quit catering y'all material to one single city, like the material ain't for the whole world to see. You want to use these New York phrases, these New York references when you got people from the South, people from the Midwest, the West Coast, like all listening to these bars
Yeah,
international.
I seen that. I seen one clip where he was like, "Y'all niggas eat raccoons. Like, why not get your top cheese?"
We don't even know what's
That's
in a
not in the
chopped
South.
cheese, so respectfully. What is in a
That's not
chopped
even in the South.
cheese?
It's not even in the South. So yeah, I mean, it's like how to just know it ain't in the South. You get it? Just know it's
This
not in
was
the South.
nasty work. Now, this is what I will say. It was now again, Swamp had some bars, but looking down on B's way before the ceiling challenge, crazy. Now Castro's second round, I think Castro's second round was his best round of me, but he still lost that. He said, "Relax, Swamp. If you heard gunshots, they weren't for you." That was crazy. That was crazy. Take the good ish off page. We like to plagiarize. That was crazy. I like
That's
that.
fire.
Everything healthy. I still get effed up. I'm like a White Claw. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the summertime drinks. What do you say? 21 with a 16 walking around like Josh Giddey. That was crazy. Again, his
Ain't
second
that the ball
round,
player?
huh?
Ain't that the ball player?
Yeah, that's the white ball player that's out here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Doing Chris
Nasty
Hansen, where
work.
you at?
Nasty work. He's just gonna leave it that. He out here doing nasty work.
Let me also say this. This is the second time that we've seen Swamp on this big stage. And you know, I'm one of the biggest Swamp fans in the culture. I don't care what Three Letterman got going. I was there before Three Letterman. But respectfully, when it comes to Swamp, remember last December, he battled Arsenal on Homecoming. The battle was Now you go back to the scene of the crime. The battle Like, what's up? What's up? Because again, when you think about Swamp, you think he needs. First of all, it is disrespectful for Swamp to be the opener after everything he has done in the last 18 months. Respectfully, he is not a gatekeeper. He is a main event at this. Well, he's pushing main event.
Mid card, yeah.
No, he's pushing. He been mid card. He just battled Tay Rock on Summer Madness last year. He beat JC. He beat Rum Nitty.
But hold on, to your point. But to your point, him and Tay Rock, and him and Arsenal, and
no, him and Tay Rock was a good battle. I like the Tay Rock battle. The Arsenal battle was that was his worst performance of 2022 for me, next to the Saga battle.
So you want to say Rock was in that battle? Because I mean, Rock
committed suicide in that battle. Why you gonna be in the South and talk about South culture? He did. He literally threw the round away and thought he was gonna be able to get the third, and he wasn't.
I don't want to say it's Swamp's problem where his battles look shaky, because his opponents be having shaky performances. So it's like you get, because you in that barrel with the apples, because that apple is spoiled, you get spoiled with it. You know what I'm saying? So it just looks bad on you.
I think Swamp is one of the very few battlers that does more with less. People can't tell me what Swamp does that's better than anybody else, but I can tell you he's good at the freestyles, he's good at the angles, he's good at the punches, he's good with the bars. If he doesn't address the heckler, the story on this battle is completely different. He clearly beat Swamp. No one's saying that. I mean, he clearly beats Luke Castro. No one's saying that it's a 2-1 either way. I still have Swamp winning this battle, but it's literally like the one night stand. When you went to sleep, they was looking like a 13. When you woke up, it was a -4. Like, it was nasty work for it to be the first of. And I don't know too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this set the pace for the rest of the night, but the whole rest of the night was messed up. Like, it was downhill. It was downhill, and you know who had a heyday. You know who had a heyday about all of this. That boy Verb was on that man's heels the moment the battle was over. And here's why: because Swamp threw out a crazy angle that Yoshi already refuted, saying that there was video of Verb and Yoshi
doing some crazy things.
Doing some crazy things. Yoshi's already came out and said it was cap. Now that's what you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it didn't, at the end of the day, Verb was on Luke Castro's heel. He was on Swamp's heel. He told him that he put a root. He put a root on y'all. So now y'all need to go bathe in some Epsom salt. You might want to take a tomato paste bath. I don't know what it's gonna take to get this stank off of you going into 2024, especially if you Luke Castro. Luke Castro, I know you was just going overseas and you internet. Don't nobody care what you did in that battle, bro. You should have did what Swamp did and gave that deposit back and then focused on that battle for URL homecoming, because getting smacked up on a large stage in your home city is not the way you wanted to go out in 2023. But we got to call it how we call it. We got to call it how we call it. So that's the real quick bar recap. Swamp versus Luke Castro. Again, I want to see Swamp, but I don't know where he goes from here. Luke Castro, I ain't gonna lie to you. Ever since you cut your hair, Samson, you ain't been that good to me. Ever since you cut your hair, Samson, you ain't been that good for me. And if you know anything about dreads, that's where we get our strength from, baby. But deadass, let them know where they can follow you at, my boy.
On Instagram, all social media platforms. I see the hoodie that I stole you from me. That's with a W.
And you know exactly who I am. And you know exactly what I do, man. This is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And you know the motto. We ain't just getting started, especially with URL homecoming recaps. But we here.